Hi guys. Oh my gosh, it has been months since I filmed. I am like nervous. I've been simply working and enjoying my summer. It's gotten to the point where I actually miss filming. So here I am. This is not just my current favorites. These are favorites that I have been using for years that I have repurchased or plan to repurchase and would never find anything else to replace it. Let's start off with my Neutrogena Hydroboost Hyaluronic Acid Gel Cream Body Moisturizer. And of course, the facial moisturizer also. No, it's not sponsored. Neutrogena has not noticed little old me quite yet. These are just awesome products. They do not make me break out. This somehow balances out my oily skin so much. It really helps prevent my skin from overproducing oils. So this has been an absolute agreement with my skin for years now. I don't know how many of these I've repurchased. The body lotion, this is the second time I've repurchased this, and I love it. This is the most lightweight body lotion I have ever used. I cannot stand feeling greasy or like I have some sort of filament on me, you know what I mean? I just want some simple hydration, prolong my self-tan, prolong my real tan, help out a sunburn, what have you. This is it. It is very lightly fragranced. It just smells refreshing and it soaks right in, not greasy at all. And of course, same goes for the moisturizer. I love this stuff. There are two cleansers that I can't stop repurchasing. I don't believe I will stop repurchasing. One specifically for acne. I believe this is my second or third bottle of this kind. It's actually also Neutrogena, so like, hey guys, shoot me an email. I'm your girl, naturally. So this is their oil-free acne wash, redness soothing facial cleanser. It has aloe and chamomile with salicylic acid. So this has just been really good in replace of like my regular daily cleanser if my skin is a little bit irritated. This just kind of resets my skin, I would say, and really does keep the pimples at bay. Wait, I just forgot. I do have a third cleanser. I'll go grab that in a second. But my normal everyday cleanser is hands down the Kale and Green Tea Spinach Vitamin Superfood Cleanser from Youth to the People. I mean, it's so good. It's so simple and you know that it's actually good ingredients for your skin. Darn it, I really thought that I had everything around me right now that I want to show, but I don't, so I'm gonna be right back. Okie dokie. So there isn't really much more to say about this than it gets the job done with having great ingredients, and it doesn't break me out, it doesn't strip my skin, doesn't add to my oils. This has just been it. I don't really like to try new things with my skin because my skin just likes to keep it simple. Like the more simple my skincare routine is, the better my skin looks. So I'd rather just keep sticking to what works for me. And this is it. Before I use that cleanser though to take off my makeup, I use the Inky Oat Cleansing Balm. This stuff is super affordable. It is amazing at taking off my makeup. It's a thicker consistency. It's not oily or runny or anything. I mean, obviously it's a balm. So at the end of the day, I just wet my face, rub this in, I take a washcloth and I get all that gunk off my face, and then I normally go in with this or this if my skin is not happy with me at the moment for a solid double cleanse routine. And this is my third bottle of this. I love it. Now let's dive into a little bit of chemical exfoliation. So another cleanser that I have repurchased so many times. This one is completely empty. As you can tell, I don't even have the cap on it because I was trying to get out the last little bit of this. I need to go and get another one. It's just the Badescu Glycolic Foaming Cleanser. This stuff is VB's knees. It's just, I don't know. I have never seen my skin instantly react so positively to a skincare product like I have with these chemical exfoliants. So I just don't see the need to look for a higher end glycolic face wash because this does it for me. It's awesome. But this is just kind of like an occasional pick-me-up. What I have really been leaning towards and trying to do at least once a week because my skin loves it and reacts so well to it is the Ordinary AHA and BHA Peeling Solution. This is a 10-minute exfoliating facial and it is awesome. It looks so scary when it's on your face because it's like a bright red. But this stuff, you guys, is literal magic in a bottle, and it is also so affordable. This is the first bottle that I have purchased, and I will absolutely keep repurchasing this. I mean, this fades acne scars. I swear it shrinks my pores. Like, my pores disappear after using this. It even helps with like premature wrinkles. It makes my skin so smooth. It's unreal. So these are just the facial products that I can completely rely on, and my skin is really happy with. For self-tanner, I have also repurchased this bottle numerous times. I know I don't need to keep saying that, but like, just to get my point across that these are my holy grail, I keep returning to type of products. This is by Tan Body Skin. This is their absolutely insanely dark tanning 1 hour express self tan foam. I do have it on my skin right now. I just self tan last night, and this is over like the bit of a natural tan that I have right now, just to give me that extra oomph for the summertime, you know? It of course has those instant bronzers, so you absolutely want to use this at night. It will transfer into your bedding. Make sure it's the night before you're gonna wash your sheets. I wish that wasn't a thing, but it just is with these type of self tanners. Once you wash it off in the morning, it leaves such a natural tan. Like, if I were to genuinely be outside all the time, or if I was tanning in a tanning bed, this gives me my natural tan. Like, this is my natural tan in a bottle. So I just keep going back to this. It lasts at least a week. This is what I use all winter long too, and then just on occasion throughout the summer to apply it. This is actually something new, but I know that I'm gonna keep buying it because it's so affordable. This is a little tanning mitt from Walmart, and it's just perfect. This is by b.tan. I want to say it was maybe like $5 or something, and it's just the right applicator, so I'm definitely going to keep using that. This kind of gets us transferring into makeup. This is the Sephora brand Deep Clean Detox Brush and Sponge Shampoo. This stuff is amazing. It's so much more affordable than the Beauty Blender Cleanser that I was using for a very long time. This has lasted so long, and I love that it is a pump. So I normally just take my sponge, do like 2 pumps, wash it before every single use, and this is empty, so I need to go get another one ASAP. I should probably say it does exactly what it's supposed to do. There is no residue left over. I strictly use this on just my sponges, and it does an amazing job just to have something quick to wash them up in the morning, because I actually use like the Palm Olive dish soap for my makeup brushes to really deep clean those, but you don't want to use a dish soap when you are getting ready for work quick in the morning with your makeup sponge, because you're going to be sitting there like squeezing out the soap for so long. So this is just a quick fix to clean your sponge. Moving on to my Ride or Die primer that I have just about completely used up. This is the Hailey's Beauty Refined Soft Matte Poreless Primer. And this is perfection. It is $22 for 1 ounce. I have my backup right here. You can get this on their website directly, or you can just find it on Amazon. When I tell you guys how relieved I was when I tried this the first time, I was on the longest hunt to find something just like my Kane & Austin mattifying primer, which was, you got 1.5 ounces, but it was $56. It was my absolute holy grail though. I repurchased it a few times, and then they discontinued it, and I was devastated, especially like the year before our wedding. I was so nervous. I'm like, what am I gonna find that will actually control my oils as well as that? And product after product was just an absolute fail. And then I realized that Hailey's Beauty kind of like revamped their brand, and their primer used to not be in this nice neutral packaging. It used to be in like a black little tube. It was just an average primer. It was like kind of smooths out the pores, but doesn't actually like keep your makeup on longer or control the oils. I don't know what on earth they did, but they better not change it, because this is it forever for me. So do not go breaking my heart, Hailey's Beauty, by discontinuing this or changing it even more, because like, why fix what isn't broken? The second that I applied this onto my skin, it was that same exact consistency as the Kane & Austin, and I was like, oh my gosh, and sure enough, it controls my oils throughout the day. It looks so beautiful under makeup. So the actual description of this product is that it is a universal primer that creates a silky smooth canvas and extends the long wear of foundation. Absolutely can attest to that. And this is kind of cool. It says, ingredient FYI, spherical powder helps to blur imperfections while green tea calms skin. No wonder it's so perfect. So that is gonna be like the only primer I ever use. So now that we have addressed the world's best primer, let's talk about the world's best foundation. This is it. Somehow, this controls my oils so beautifully. It wears so well throughout the day. This is, drumroll please, the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. I've used these products for so long now, I'm like learning things about them that I didn't even know that make them so amazing. This is waterproof and sweat-proof, professional performance. That's why it is so heavenly. It says it's a custom build foundation with a natural glow finish. It is a soft matte. It is so easy to work with. At first, it goes on very liquidy and you think like, oh no, like this isn't gonna do. And you try to like apply it with a sponge first and you're like, nope, like I don't know if this is it for me. Then all of a sudden one day you just decide to try it with a brush and it's like, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. And when you first apply it with a brush, you think, oh nope, this is gonna be streaky. It starts to dry down to like that matte finish and it just like buffs into the skin seamlessly. This makes you look like you have model skin. I would say that it is a medium coverage, which I really love. Like I used to think that the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation would be my lifelong favorite. I can't stand it now. When I put it on my skin instead of this, I'm like, huh, it is like sticky, it's heavy. This is just, you don't even know it's on your skin. It is so lightweight. And I love that this is strictly like a medium coverage foundation. I don't need all my imperfections covered. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it through my camera or not, but I have 2 pimples right here. This lightly covers them up, but so naturally. Like, I don't know, it just softens the look of any like acne or redness or anything. I don't know how to describe this other than it is so amazing. My absolute perfect shade, which is a very true neutral, is 2.5N. I just went through this bottle. It is very, very empty, but it never made me break out. I love the scent of Dior foundation. So obviously it's fragrance if you're sensitive to that, but I love it. Like you just smell a light Dior perfume when it's on your skin. I mean, it's not like I can smell it right now, but like as you are applying it, it just smells like this beautiful high-end Christian Dior perfume. I wish that they actually made a perfume that smelled like their foundations because I would buy that in a heartbeat. I should probably mention, of course, all of these products are on my face right now, but they better not change this up like they did with the Forever Matte Foundation because I can't stand that one anymore. It is not the same like it used to be and it broke me out and the color was different. This is just true. What you see is what you get. It doesn't oxidize. It stays put. I'm pretty much making the whole video about this foundation. So the runner up to this foundation is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. This is, it's amazing, but it does not last as long as I wanted it to. So I was even contemplating putting it in this video, but then I thought, you know what? I'm pretty sure they must be working on like reformulating this because it is not on the Sephora website. I picked this up at TJ Maxx like probably a year ago or so. This is in the shade 3N1 Buff, and it just doesn't match me quite as much as I wanted it to. Like, it gets the job done, but I don't know. It is so airbrushing. So I hope that it makes a comeback on the Sephora website and maybe it'll actually be long wearing like it claims. But if it is a new formula, hopefully it won't break me out. And it is so beautifully applied with the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Foundation Brush. I was also going to talk about these actually, so I might as well just get to it. I have 2 of their Ultimate Blending brushes because it is that amazing. I don't like how this looks with the Dior Backstage foundation. I will get to the specific brush that I prefer to use that with in a moment, but this with this was, oh my gosh, I put it on for work yesterday and yeah, that's when I realized like, okay, this really does not wear as much as I wanted to, which really stinks. That is the only con besides like, I hope they kind of adjust their shades too. So we need different shades and longevity Laura Mercier. So I use one of these for foundation and one of them for cream bronzer because it just blends it out so effortlessly. For cream blush, I use their buffing foundation brush. So Ultimate Blending, buffing. You can kind of see the difference. So these ones are just a little bit more fuller of a shape. The only thing is the cream products do stain. Like, I have not used these yet. I just washed them last night. So you can tell the cream products stain them. So this is like the same concept, but a little bit more rounded on the edge and just slightly smaller. Incredible. Which leads me to the Morphe X Ariel brushes. You guys have seen me use these in any of my last tutorials. The one I specifically love to use with the Dior Backstage foundation is his A24 brush. This is the best foundation brush. And you know how I mentioned at first it looks streaky when you apply this with a brush? It does, like especially with this because it's such like, even though it's synthetic bristles, it feels so natural. So it just, I don't know, it seems like streaky at first and then the foundation starts to dry and just blur and blur away. So I have his whole signature collection. I mean, I don't need to grab them all, but so I use his A3.2 brush for powder blushes. Absolutely beautiful, perfect brush for powder blushes. I love the whole aesthetic of these brushes. I mean, if you know me, you know how nuts I am for neutrals. They have such a chokehold on me. But hands down, these are the best Morphe brushes I have ever used. Usually they're very like prickly, they aren't very soft, they don't wash up well. These are not like that at all. I recommend splurging. This is truly the only brush collection you need. Best concealer in the world is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion. This is everything that I have been looking for in a concealer, and I just forgot about it. I put it in my vanity and one day I decided to use it. It must have been over a month ago and I have used it ever since. And I was just in awe. I'm like, I have had this for so long. The most perfect concealer that I was searching for was in my own drawer. It was actually more so when I filmed my last video, my vanity declutter, organization, whatever, when I realized like, hey, I should really give this another try. It couldn't be more perfect. I actually also picked this up at TJ Maxx, probably when I bought this. This is in the shade 0.5N and it is perfect. I mean, you really luck out if you find a high-end product in your shade at TJ Maxx. This is just as amazing as the Dior Backstage foundation. These two together, incredible. These two together, of course, incredible because it's a part of the collection. But any foundation that I use this over, it looks amazing. It doesn't get cakey or creasy. It's not too heavy. It's like a light to medium. I would say medium coverage, which is also just perfect. It's brightening and lightening. It's just right. It doesn't get oily. It doesn't feel heavy underneath my eyes as like my oils come through in the day. I would absolutely repurchase this when I run out of it, which I probably should repurchase it maybe with like the next Sephora sale or something because I'm sure that this is a little bit on the old side by now. I want to backtrack a little bit to cream blush. There is one specifically that I am absolutely obsessed with, and it is the e.l.f. Putty Blush in the shade Bora. This is bright pink. I mean, oh my gosh, this is just such a beautiful, fun, girly, pink, summery, springy type of shade. So I have been using this. I actually do not have this on my cheeks right now. I will get to what's on my cheeks right now because it's kind of like the same thing but in a powder version. There is something about this blush that makes me feel a certain type of way. It's like confidence in a blush, all right? And it lasts. It does not fade. It is just gorgeous. So that's just kind of like everything that I would put on my face before setting it. To set it, you guys would already know if you have been keeping up with my videos for a while, the Colourpop No Filter Loose Setting Powder. I have two here because one I purchased while like the other one was running out and I just didn't pop off like the lid with the tweezers yet, which always do that. I am always able to get so much more use out of these. So I finally ended up using up the last of this one and I am at the very end of what was the new one and I need another one. I don't know how many of these I have bought. It controls my oil so well. No, it's not talc free. I'm just that girl that needs talc in my powders, just like I need aluminum in my deodorant. As much as I would love to have like all clean everything, my body just, no. With these oils, it's gonna be a no, okay? So this does it for me at an affordable price. The only flaw is this is not a true translucent. It's more of a light shade, definitely noticeable on the skin. It's not like super bad, but it's noticeable. So like you gotta use bronzer to like put the life back into your skin. It is the absolute best to lock in everything, keep it in place, not make me any extra oily, and actually help control those oils. Then after setting everything into place, I usually go into contouring, and it's gonna be my Dior Backstage contour palette for this one, folks. I mean, this shade right here is worth it all. I mean, I've barely even used the other shades after owning this for quite some time now. It's just this shade, and for how long I've owned it, I'm actually very impressed that I have not hit pan yet. So a little goes that long of a way. This is the best, most natural contour shade that I have ever laid hands on because it has such a neutral olive undertone. I really wish that they sold just that shade in a single big pan because I would buy it. But if they don't, and if I run out of just that shade, I will buy a new one. That's how much I love it. To top off my contour, I have actually not come across a cream bronzer that I absolutely love. I'm looking for a true neutral or even a cool tone bronzer that isn't too oily or greasy or slippery. Like, I love the color of the Dibs Beauty one that I reviewed, but this is like the purpose of this video. Like, that was a current favorite at the time. It didn't make it to like the staples of repurchasing. So I'm gonna keep playing around with cream bronzers, but in the meantime, it seems kind of silly to already be talking about this, but this is the Jaclyn Hill Pressed Bronzer. She just launched these. So you would think that this is a current favorite too, but I can tell right off the bat, just like how I did with my Haley's primer, I was like, yes, this is it. This is what I was searching for. Same goes for this bronzer. This is amazing. This is a true neutral. I do wish that she had more of a cool tone, not a pinky, not a warm, different from the neutral, just a cool tone bronzer. I hope she extends her shades, but this is beautiful for this time of year for me. So this is in the shade Vitamin D. I could see how the scent of this could be a little bit overbearing for some people. It kind of smells like a Bath & Body Works fall candle or a latte you would order in the fall. It just gives me fall vibes. She's like, it smells like coffee, which yes, I agree with, but there's something pulling in that fall feel, you know? But it's not like you continue to smell it once it's on your face. This blends out so incredibly, you guys. Like, I can't even believe it's real. I have always wanted this and just a regular pressed powdered bronzer. Airbrushing is the best word that I could describe it as. And it doesn't fade. It doesn't make me extra oily. It's just, it's amazing. That is why it has a place in this video. Let's talk about powder blushes. So there are two that I can't get enough of. Lately, it's been this Burt's Bees blush in the shade Shy Pink. And this is also another very beautiful, fun pop of pink. I do have it on right now. As you can tell, it's not too harsh, but it just makes you feel girly and feminine. So this is an awesome alternative if you don't feel up to a cream blush for the day, or if you're like, oh shoot, I already started to put on my setting powder and I wanted to apply this. This is a great alternative, and of course affordable too. This was another product due to my decluttering video, which I will have a link down below, that made its way back into my life again because of decluttering. I was like, oh my gosh, I have not touched this in a long time. And then I used it and I was like, oh, don't know why I wasn't using it. So I would absolutely repurchase this. Next up, for a higher end blush that is like such a neutral, I don't know, this is just like the perfect blush shade year round. So this is the Lawless Make Me Blush in Vintage Love. So I use this for my wedding day. It is such a gorgeous color, you guys. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a muted rosy mauve. I don't know. It's just, it's beautiful. And really, truly, both of these are long lasting. So I figured I'd give you guys the one that I've been wearing like spring and summer, and the one that I would reach for all year round. To set all of that into place, the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I mean, come on, does it get much better than this? So this one is completely empty. This is my new one that I just picked up. I feel so spoiled using this setting spray because of it being a continuous spray. When I go to try something new, like even a little bit more affordable than this one, it's like, nope, no can do. It just does not perform the same way. It usually leaves like droplets on my face, and I'm just like, no, why would I use that when I can use this? So this is the one that I have repurchased time and time again for years. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure whenever they come out with this, I snatched it up and have been using it ever since. It makes your makeup look, it makes it go from powdery to completely natural and beautiful, but yet not oily, not greasy. It just kind of helps melt and marry the products onto your own skin, if you will. This is just It's another product that's just it for me. I'm not really too sure why I talked about that first before my eyebrows, so let's just move on to my brows. My eyebrows are 110% affordable. So I first go in with the Colourpop Brow Boss, which I have used so many times. I have gone through so many of these. This is the only eyebrow product that I have used in my makeup tutorials for probably years at this point. I mean, I think I started to use this within that first year of making YouTube videos, which was over 3 years ago, so it's so good. Mine is in the shade dark brown. It's just perfect. It's not too waxy, but it's not too slippery where it just like completely blends out as soon as you use the little spoolie. It's just what I need in my life. Sometimes I just use this and call it a day. Other times I want those like more natural feathery eyebrows. I would be going in with the e.l.f. Shape and Stay Brow Pencil. This is completely comparable to the Fenty Brow MVP Styling Wax, but better because this is like $3 and it really holds them into place. Then I use their little brow lift applicator. So this is also e.l.f. This is incredible with the wax. So it has the little spoolie on one side and then a flat metal edge on the other. And this is great for like taking your eyebrows and like pushing them up and like pressing them against your skin more. All of those products are on my brows. Now there has been one mascara, and I mean one mascara only, that does not irritate my contact wearing eyes. It is the Ilia Limitless Mascara. This has been repurchased and it will continue to be. This applicator just complements my lashes so well. It's so lengthening, it's volumizing, and it does not irritate my eyes. So I will continue to use this. This is actually a clean beauty brand too, so at least my mascara can be clean. Moving on to my lips. First of all, I want to start off with a lip balm that I am totally obsessed with. This is a small brand that I found on Etsy and I am so in love with it. This is Two Goats in a Meadow handmade lip balm in organic strawberry. And this is so nostalgic for me. It doesn't just smell like strawberry. It smells like fresh picked, like you just grabbed that strawberry outside. It brings in all of those scents. I will have her Etsy account linked down below. So I am prepping my lips with this. I am putting it on before bed. I should also say I love the consistency. It doesn't just like melt the second it hits your lips. It's a true balm, which is very healing and hydrating. I have been using the Colourpop Ashton Lippy Pencil for so long now. I am having such a moment right now. I love Ashton and Cool BFF, and now, like, I thought that I repurchased Ashton, but I purchased Cool BFF. Now I just realized, duh, like, I'm obsessed with both. I'm so confused. I swear I'm losing my mind. What the heck? It was Ashton, though. That was my #1 favorite. I actually have Cool BFF on my lips today, and I feel like I solved my problems, okay? It's Ashton. That is my absolute favorite. Cool BFF is right behind that. I need to go get me a new Ashton because it is the most perfect, neutral, yet cool tone, not too warm, not too pink, doesn't pull any like orange or peach. It is just such a defining lip pencil. The True Nude that I have been using for years is by Dose of Colors. This is their matte liquid lip in the shade Sand. But seriously, best nude lip combination. You need a gloss on top of this though because this is very matte. That is when I go in with my repurchased Kylie Cosmetics So Cute gloss. This could not be a more perfect nude lip gloss. So this is in an entirely different package than the first one that I purchased, but it is the same exact gloss. It smells so good. It just has that like light vanilla scent to it. I'm actually not wearing this today because I'm trying out the Jaclyn Hill lip oil, which is also very nice, but this is my true holy grail. Now let's just end this with a grand finale and discuss how I still have the Jaclyn Hill lipstick from over 3 years ago. That is disgusting. Okay, but seriously, I have waited that long for her to launch her new lipsticks. And she says, you guys, like, they are coming, but never hints when. And I have been waiting this whole time. So you know why I crack open my Nude AF, that is the shade name. When I don't feel like going in with my matte liquid lip, I go in with this still. Oh my gosh, like I didn't realize how gross that was until I just had to confess it to all of you. Whatever, I don't get any rashes or anything weird. It still smells the same. It's not like it smells spoiled, which she better keep this scent because there's something really good about it. Nude AF is also a true amazing nude, and I cannot wait for her to come out with the new one so that I can use it a little bit more than just occasional. That's a wrap. I hope that you guys absolutely love this video. I really enjoyed doing this to get back into the swing of YouTube. So thank you guys so much for watching this whole video if you made it through, because I don't know how to cut myself off with describing products because I really like to try to get my point across. I really hope that you guys found this helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up to help me out. Also, if you're new, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Of course, my next goal is 1,000 subscribers. Anyways, I will have every single thing that I discussed listed down below in case you want to backtrack or look up the product for yourself. Let me know if you guys try anything that I raved about in this video. Otherwise, I will see you guys again. I promise it's not going to be as long as this last break was, but I just don't push myself to film if I'm not feeling up to it because I want to give you guys genuine content. You know what I mean? I will see you all next time. Thank you for watching. Bye!